We're Deerhunter.
I have an instinct that you're gonna disagree with me on this, Bradford, but I rewatched Hook recently, and it's terrible.
I can't believe that you just said that.
It's terrible.
I downloaded Hook.
I just rewatched it 2 weeks
off
ago.
the torrents, and
like,
I watched it 2 weeks
and
ago, and I
so
thought it was
out.
terrible.
I was so bummed out because I remember thinking it was awesome.
This is unreal because, like, I can't.
No, I really did this 2 weeks ago.
I did this 2 weeks ago. I rewatched Hook, and I experienced an extreme disappointment.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Because I'm a huge Dustin Hoffman fan. I really liked it. I downloaded it because I watched the last episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm, and I had Dustin Hoffman on it, and I said, what movie is it that I remember seeing him in that I loved so much when I was a kid? And I downloaded 2 movies off the BitTorrent thing. I downloaded Rain Man and Hook.
I watched Rain Man.
Rain Man ended up being in Czech. So
Rain Man's still pretty good.
It's like when you download movies on torrents.
That's his best movie.
Papillon's amazing. But that's mostly Steve McQueen.
Like if you download movies off torrents, like a lot of times they're like you don't even realize it, but like you're downloading like the Czech version.
Hook was such a bummer.
Hook was really a bummer.
Like Robin Williams is awful.
Fucking terrible. I could not believe that they made a movie called Con Air.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know.
Like I thought that was the really like I used to picture when that movie came out. I pictured like Hollywood writers like sitting like on the toilet and like they like looked up at like a Con Air hairdryer and they're like Con Air, Convict Airline.
Yeah, it all spurred from that.
Like they're like, and then like they've run out of the bathroom with like toilet paper hanging out of like their pants. They're like, I've got the best idea. The first night that we played with him, we played with him. Well, yeah, with him because like there's nobody else.
Yeah, there's nobody else in the band really.
That's cool, man.
that sucks.
It really sucks. But we played with him and like I saw these kids asking for his autograph and he doesn't sign up. He was like, why do you want my autograph? It's just like my name on a piece of paper. Like it's just like shut the fuck up. Oh, we had a huge man. You're really digging deep into this one.
Fall in with him.
I told him to go fuck himself.
This is what I want.
And then I thought he was gonna sue me for 2 weeks.
What?
I thought he was gonna sue me.
Oh, okay. Why? Because you told me before.
Because he had this guy, this girl filming the whole thing, and we had this confrontation, and like, we had this like badge that we had to wear, and I like slapped it on his leg, and he was like, that's assault, you know, and like, cause I was accusing, this guy basically like assaulted me, one of his stage people.
They're assholes.
Yeah, and like he got in my face and said he was gonna like break out all my teeth and all this stuff. And so it's really complicated, but to make a long story short, I did get to tell him to go fuck himself. And he said, fuck you. You guys don't have very good internet
That's not very fast.
over here.
It's fast
in the United States, like, we steal, like, me, him, and him live together. And he doesn't have a computer because he's like way behind the times. But and he's never home anyway, so he wouldn't know. But we use our neighbor's internet.
Yeah.
Like you can just like steal wireless everywhere,
yeah.
And like it's so fast. Like, yeah, and like we've been noticing like everywhere we go here, it's like tougher to find wireless. And like when we do find it, it's like slow. And every hotel here, it's like you can go to like a budget like shit hotel.
Because they don't have Al Gore here, and his presence just
since he invented it and everything.
His presence wireless
reinvigorates
the whole internet.
He got a bad rap because, you know, he was correct. You know that, like everybody made it out like he was a big moron for saying that, but he was. I mean, he wasn't like. I mean, he was not.
I mean, everyone likes him now, though. Like everyone's back.
But what I'm saying is that when he said that he invented he didn't say that he invented the internet. He said that he was the head. He was the head of the government organization that researched and funded in cooperation with like Xerox or IBM or whatever, like the creation of like networks which became the internet. All of us were before we knew each other, except me and Lockett went together. Me and Lockett went to go see Radiohead, and it's Stone Mountain, this giant mountain in Atlanta, and they had like a laser thing and everything. And the Beta Band opened.
Oh, they're good. I love them, yeah.
But I remember that Radiohead was so boring that I ended up this chick was selling lemonade. That was like her job, but she was like this like cool chick, and like this real like kind of hippie-ish chick, and she was like, hey, like I went up and I got like a lemonade from her, and she was like, hey, do you want to smoke a joint? And I was like, aren't you working? And she was like, I don't care. I was gonna quit anyway or something. So she just like walks away from this lemonade stand, and we go behind this tree and we smoke this joint. And then we go back to the lemonade stand, and I was like super, super stoned at this point. Like it was like you know, when you're young and like somebody has like the best joint you've ever smoked. And she's like, do you want any free lemonade? And I was like, in heaven, because like I was really like, you know, dry mouth and everything. But that's all I remember about the radio. I remember nothing of the music. I thought it was really boring. The only thing I'll give them credit for is that like they make really good albums and they succeed in like getting the weirdest shit across to like the biggest audience. Like I have bootlegs because I really do like some of their music a lot, and like I have bootlegs of that song Kid A off that record. Like that's a really good song, and like there's bootlegs of it live, and it's like this like robotic weird voice, you know. But like there's like it's them playing it like a outdoor, like there's like 10,000 people singing along to this like robotic voice talking about like having heads on sticks, you know. Like I think that's kind of cool and creepy. In a weird way, you know. My parents took me to see Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me, the movie version of you know, have you ever seen it?
Yeah.
Really fucking perverted and fucked up. My parents took me to see that in the theater because I begged them to. Because when Twin Peaks was on TV in like 1990, 91, like I was like in like 2nd or 3rd grade, and every Thursday night I watched. Like I was obsessed with Twin Peaks.
I used to watch that.
I was obsessed with, and then like. That was actually an introduction for me to get into a bunch of weird stuff, because I was like, that was back when like your parents would my parents would actually like buy like TV Guide at the grocery store, and like there was like an article on David Lynch talking about his like earlier stuff, and then like I made my mom rent me like my mom was really weird about like she would like rent me like R-rated movies all the time. She was really like liberal, and then my dad would find out, and he'd be really, really pissed.
When I was too young, I guess I was in like the 4th grade. I saw Pulp Fiction, and I had no idea what was going on.
Oh.
I didn't know what the dude in the suit.
You didn't. What about when the giant black dude is fucking?
I had no idea what was going on. I had no idea.
I didn't either. Let me explain this. I had no.
No, I rented it from the library.
I had no concept.
Yeah.
That I thought gay guys, I thought they had sex like
missionary.
No, I thought that they like somehow like it was something to do with sword, but like it was like putting like docking.
Yeah.
Docking.
All right, yeah, docking. I thought it was something that, like I had no concept that that anybody would put a dick in a butthole ever. Female, like straight people or gay people. Like I had no concept that anything could go in there. Like, and I remember the first time that like a kid up the street showed me a porno, and I saw a girl getting butt fucked, and I like seriously was like, I could not understand. I was like, I could not believe what I was seeing.
Yeah. So, yeah, basically same thing. When the gimp was in the movie, I didn't know what was going on.
That was a shocking thing.
That was really shocking for me too, because I think I had like some inkling by the end of it, but I still was confused. Like I was like, what is this guy in leather with zippers? Like I thought it was like some.
You know what? I associated it with Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah.
Because Edward Scissorhands was all in leather, with the belts and things.
I thought he was like some.
Did you ever think about that?
I thought you were talking about butt sex and Edward Scissorhands.
No, I didn't associate butt sex with Edward Scissorhands. No, when I learned to jerk off, I remember thinking about Edward Scissorhands, and I remember like a single tear going down my cheek. My dad does Google us, and he does. Is this going on the internet? My dad will see this.
Good.
My dad saw the one I did with Brainwashed, where I talked about The first time I ever came.